Dino from Team Ultimate. I'm coming at you with the True King Dino deck profile. And you got anything to say, my boy?
No, man, just very excited to be here. We got second place right now at our current locals right now. The deck's pretty powerful, of course. Just there's always the luck of the draws. You open up with diagram, you pretty much got GG from there. Yeah. Not then you gotta hope for the best. Your point breaks, gives you some buy time. Alright, we'll start off. I know some people play 2. I like 3 because there's a chance you can always pop up with a diagram or late game. Let's say your opponent gets caught off guard, they know you only play 2 of. You surprise them with the third one, easily go in for the OTK, doesn't hurt. The main soul of the deck, obviously, the old Raptor. Normal summon, get a free search, mill it, get a pop baby, just go off from there. 3 miscellaneous, you're pretty much your hand trap forbidden lance, pretty good. Every time you get your opponent off guard, like if you want to pop it, just chain the lance. 3 Berry Ceratosaurus, standard pretty shit. I only play 2 Peaches. The reason for that is because I don't like seeing the third one, because sometimes it can get very bricky. And I'd rather just get it I'd rather just have the chance of either open it or still in the deck so I can search it out and pop it. 2, I find this very good. 2 Tyrannos, of course. I know people play 1. I like 2 for the chance that like you can always somehow get your 1 up. And at that time, like if you want to do miscellaneous, it'll be dead because you will have no targets. At least having the second one in your deck, you get your opponent off guard, and then if you have it in your hand, just normal summon it, you know, gets you your 6,000 beater or 8,000 depending how you have it.
Unless you're me and you draw both of them.
And now we go to the one-offs. The Baby Jirak, standard. 1 Dogoran. Pretty nice to get rid of a big threat, especially 2 Draco, Zeus, get rid of the Dryden, Masterpiece, they have no out. The best hand trap, sadly got hit to 1, didn't deserve it.
Oh, it really deserved it. It really deserved it.
True King lineup, 3 Earths. We know the main's the best monster of the deck. Get a little preview through your opponent's extra deck, see what you're playing, set up from there. 2 Fires. I personally don't like the third one, usually because the deck has good fires actually, but you'd rather see the Earth one instead, and just with 2 it's still pretty decent. Hand traps, double Ghost Bitch, double Ghost Ogre. I thought about probably bumping that up to 3 because she's very relevant, especially for the upcoming ban list now with Zeus dying and everything else. Will probably be more good. Probably this as well. Other than that, like she's another good target for like the True King Fire if you have no more targets.
It's a big ass forehead.
Yeah, it's a big ass forehead. Other than that, she's still very nice. Hopefully we get to see her more. That's all for the monster count. Going for the magic side. Best field magic ever created. Diagrams. Can't say anything else about that. 3 terraformings. Sometimes I like it at 2. 3 is still good for your first turn, but in game 2, I usually like sighting out 1. Because I usually don't want to see it too often too, even though you want to see the diagrams, because you have a chance of maybe opening up diagram faster. I like sighting always one terraform, and probably some people do too. 3 search cards, the reinforcement of the army for the dinosaur decks. Very beautiful card, especially you open up with a diagram and they have nothing else. Get a baby out of it, go off from there. 2 Dark Holes. I don't like the Regeki in this build because your dinosaurs get their effects from the babies whenever they die by card effects. So it's still good to like set up one of the babies, get your opponent off guard, Dark Hole the field, and then like you get your baby searches from there, go off. Plus get rid of a whole whiteboard. Soul Charge. I don't know if really people played in the dinosaur decks, but like because the deck has no recovery after it gets his field wipe, Soul Charge is just great to recycle back everything, especially the True Kings, and some dinosaurs do some great combos, go into a Trish, make another VFD, or anything else pretty much that you want to set up on the field at the cost. It's still helpful, it really comes in clutch for game. And for the traps, just strikes, doesn't need anything else. Maybe a Torrential Tribute for another reason of popping up your babies as well. Other than that, like, strike is all you really need. It's still one of the good standard traps in the game.
You know what I used to think about strike? Like, put it back down. I used to think this was the face right here. This like the face or something. This was the mouth.
Oh really?
Yeah, I used to think. Look, this is the eyes. This is the nose. This is the mouth. I used to think that.
Really?
I didn't notice the face till a while back.
I used to actually see him actually like pointing the strike. Reason when it says strike, I thought he actually strikes the opponent. I thought he was actually pointing at him with the thunderbolt. But when you get a good look, you kind of don't see he's actually pointing. That's all the main deck. The main deck is a 43. It's not that bad. The chance of still breaking is always there. Extra deck. 2 VFDs. People probably play one and the one Phantom Fortress. I like it at 2 because you can really make it very easily, especially if you soul charge, bring back the True Kings, set up another one, make your opponent cry because they won't be able to do anything, and you can just ulti him from the next turn if you have the right board, which you will with soul charge. Double Lugia. Explanatory is a walking Solemn Judgment. Always helpful to negate anything your opponent activates. Negate a Kaiju Slumber, negate a Regeki, negate a good summon if you see it as a threat to you. Always great. 2 is really great. 2 Dokas. I know people play the 1 of. I like it at 2 because in the mirror match, your opponent might actually remove that and 1 Lugia or maybe even the Trish or the Denglong. So it's still good to leave them because like with you having 2 in the extra deck, they're not going to target it at all. They're going to leave them there because they have no reason to fear it. Utopia package. 1 Tornado Dragon. Very helpful for when your opponent sides Necro Valley on you, which really hurts the deck a lot, or Macrocosmos, Iron Wall, anything that's pretty much a threat that prevents you from removing. Well, Tornado Dragon takes care of that problem with nothing. Double Dweller. I know that's very random. People just play the 1-up. I like it at 2 because for this format, it was pretty much all graveyard, especially with 60 card decks. I mean, not that much no more, not after tomorrow. But for so many mirror matches and shit, or True Dracos, you can negate your magic and traps, which is really helpful. Once they kill the one there, just make another one, and just hope for the best. For the sync, one more, Rhapsody. I like the Rhapsody just because it gets rid of 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard, anything that's a threat, and then you can attach it to any of you Evil Swords, Doka, or anything else, maybe the VFD if you want to give it an extra boost. It's just good to bait out your opponent from a strike, and then you can like summon your boss monster, your Conducted Tyranno, because there's monsters free now. You don't have to worry about strike or warning. And for the synchro lineup, the 1 Trish, the Denglong, Chambara, all the standard plays. Trish always comes in great game, easy to summon in this deck, catch opponent off guard. Like when you think like, oh, they already used the baby, they have no way to reborn it, like that's where Soul Charge comes in handy. Very nice stuff.
Wow, well, at least my Mirror Force killed my boy Trish.
Side deck. Side deck is the 3 anti-magics. It's gonna show much more better play in 2 weeks from now when pendulums get their full support now. It'll be more probably clutch. It's gonna be really helpful for so many decks too. It slows down True Dracos a little bit, but not too much because once they sacrifice one of the Heritage or the other card, they can easily pop it, so it's a problem. But if they don't, then that's still fine. 2 Master Restricts, pretty much for the reason again for True Dragos or Kaijus, anything that involves tribute summoning pretty much like hurts them a lot. You don't have to fear anything. Iron Walls, usually for mirror match or True Dracos because that masterpiece, but then again, like I said, like their magic and traps can take care of it, no problem. They don't have to fear nothing no more. But if not, it's still good for 60 card decks too, Infernos, for Dice Wars and everything else, especially when Minerva coming up for the reprint soon.
You might meet that Cosmo player too.
Yeah, Cosmos too. Hurts him a lot. Soul Charge. Now, it may not be a quick play, which is the sad part, but it's still great because people will never expect this card as a side of anything. And it's helpful to get rid of 5 cards from your opponent's graveyard that they could have wanted and hurts them so much. Against Zoos, True Dracos, get rid of their magic and traps so Masterpiece doesn't have any targets to remove. Helps out a lot. Especially in the mirror match with Dinos, anything pretty much that hurts because you're getting rid of 5 cards. That hurts a lot. Jinzo's just amazing, we know that. It was good for 60 card Paleos, standard, but no more. Now it's just good for any other back row related stuff. True Dracos doesn't really hurt them too much because they can just still sack them, that's the only problem. That's where Dweller comes in handy.
Yes.
2 flying C's for Zeus or any other mirror match. Zombies, anything else. Always still a great card, especially since it's not a once per turn. If Zeus pop it with a barrage, once they bring out the rat or something, drop the second one and they can't do anything else to it. My last monster, Kaiku. I like Kaiku because in the mirror match or for true Dracos as well, anything pretty much, especially Infernos. Since Kaiku's effective, your opponent cannot remove cards from either player's graveyard. It's really helpful. And then against Zeus, like if you can get a free direct attack on them, you can get rid of 2 monsters from the graveyard, which can be a rat, which will be very, very crucial for them. That you